Всем привет! Сегодня мы продолжаем проходить Лунеха. В прошлый раз, к сожалению, получилось довольно-таки короткое видео, всего на час. Сегодня все должно быть нормально, поэтому оставайтесь, будет интересно.
Sorry, it was like watching some sort of weird robot rodeo. Cowboy Jack ropes himself a fury.
Liv, the transport. What should I do with it?
Okay. Hold your horses there, partner. Just leave the fury where it is for now. I'll have Hera run some diagnostics on it before I reconnect the remote link.
Copy that. I'm moving on.
Happy trails, Pilgrim. I'm still trying to work out just how the hell we wound up with a container full of concentrated deuterium.
I'm not certain. Deuterium is a byproduct of helium-3 atomic decay.
But helium-3 is a stable isotope. It would take centuries for it to decay. It doesn't make any sense.
Отлично. Или это, блин, не рабочий? По-моему, тут было два транспорта. Ну да, вот рабочий. Нужно провести оставшуюся диагностику того, что сломалось после появления аномалии. Починиться, а дальше посмотрим.
Select your destination.
Так.
Destination, Kronos 2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Inbound on the processing line.
So, we're going to need a lot of energy for this sensor suite, but the pulse knocked out the flow control on the plasma lathes. They're burning out of control and draining the power reserves.
One of us will need to enter the processing line and reach the emergency reset.
Well, I'd do it, if you'd let me.
That is very much against protocol.
Thought you might see it that way. Keep the comm channel open. I'll help you out as best as I can from here. The pulse has the electronics in that area on the fritz. If you reset the power transformer, I may be able to run a diagnostic.
The door is sealed, but it looks like some of the labor units are still online.
Well, they're not responding to comms. If you reset the transformer above you, I might be able to get one to open the line for you.
Так.
Grid stabilized.
The control hub in that area is back online. I've re-established contact with the labor unit manning the line entrance below. He should open the door for you.
These transformers are an outdated model. We should upgrade them at our earliest convenience.
No wonder they get misaligned so easily.
Надеюсь, теперь эта дверь откроется.
Echo unit identified. Opening service entrance.
I should be able to reach the manual reset on the other end of the line.
You mean past the inferno of white-hot plasma?
Correct, which is precisely why I'm the one doing it.
Jack?
Ух ты ж, блин.
Jack, are you there?
Another EMP. Status report?
All clear here. But the line's throttle controls just went haywire. Be careful in there.
Ладно. Осторожно, так осторожно.
The door controls are functioning normally. I can leave its operation to the labor unit.
Тихо, тихо, тихо.
That's a lot of flotsam. Better make sure nothing's jammed the conveyor systems. Could cause problems when we reboot.
I'll inspect the ice pallets. Melted clean through.
Maintenance units shouldn't be entering the line while the cutting systems are active. Something's very wrong here.
Кусок другого робота, блин, застрял в конвейере.
More debris. Make sure you clear any jammed conveyors before moving on.
Видимо, что-то еще держит. Нога, блин, застряла.
Something must have interfered with the nav protocols.
Yeah, looks like. Labor units shouldn't just run face first into a hostile environment.
Здесь уже, блин, пожестче. Прямо так нормально пожестче. Тихо. Оп. Есть.
Any sign of a working hard drive in all this wreckage?
Not yet. Most command functions are processed in a unit's head.
Well, if you see one, give it a scan. I could use the data.
Что же, блин.
Shields at
Эй, не
50%.
получилось.
Approaching watch station.
The switch there should trigger an emergency reboot.
Reboot initiated.
That looked painful. Are you sure
Опять
about
сначала.
this?
I'm certain. It's
Жесть.
the only way to shut down the plasma lathes.
Пройти туда — это, блин, единственный способ. Все это нафиг выключить. Попробуем на разгоне все это сделать. Оп. Оп. Изи. Это было зачетно. Оп, чья-то башка.
I've located some intact command modules. My scanner should be able to pull the drive data.
Good find. With any luck, the data clusters are still intact.
Блин, еще там что-то осталось. Ё-моё.
Warning. Conveyor obstructions detected. Emergency
Ясно.
shutdown activated.
There must still be debris blocking the ice pallets. I can't reboot the line until you've cleared them all.
Как ты, блин, двигаешься? Так,
This unit is not a transport.
да я понял, что не транспорт. Давай, вылазь. Ух, опасненько. Давай. Вылазь.
Pallet clear.
Stubborn bastard.
Shields at 30%.
Ой-ой-ой. Это было прям на грани.
Reset in progress.
Power output back within normal parameters. We should have plenty of energy for the scan. Nice moves in there. Just watching that was giving me a cardiac. We're almost there. We still need to investigate the primary dig site. Update me when you arrive.
Еще один сломавшийся. Да, там ног было
There's a
явно
ton of
больше,
junk data
чем
in
на
these
одного.
logs. But it doesn't look random. It's almost like it was trying to process multiple dig sites at once.
That should have triggered an emergency shutdown. We should be careful.
Здесь, видимо, не пройти. Ух ты же, они двигаются, блин. Наверное, надо было все-таки внутрь лезть. Сейчас придумаем способ. Угу. Тут, скорее всего, хватит места переждать. Блин. Так, тихо, тихо, тихо. Ползем. Ха, видимо, разрабы не планировали, что сюда забираться. Но очень интересно. Ладно. Получается, выполнили. Ладно. Просканируем эту голову и пойдем дальше. Не поймал. Поймал.
Direct connection established. Synchronizing data stream.
Nav data purged. Chronos uplink lost. Executing last known command. Collision detected. Damage report. Unavailable. Lower limbs non-ambulatory. Upper limbs non-ambulatory. Excessive command feedback. Critical failure. All systems. Shutting down.
Да, у тебя, однако, были проблемы. Я еще сверху видел какой-то спутник маленький, тут висел. Дрон, надо бы его просканировать. Вон он.
Athena, bring up the next candidate, please.
Echo Program Candidate number 37. Lieutenant Rhodes, Olivia J.
Now this one's promising. Accepted into the USN Aerospace Academy at 16. Exemplary marks in engineering, geology, robotics. Elite stuff. All the versatility you could want in an astronaut. The USN even approached her for the Pythias initiative, but she declined. I'm not interested in leaving the solar system, I guess. And her psych profile. She's right on the money. Took took some prying, but the interviewer got her to open up about her family. The younger brother, Jackson. You could tell they were close. Probably had to look after him a lot with two scientists for parents. That's just what we need for Echo 1. She's
Куда
perfect.
тут еще можно съездить? О, нифига, тут надо еще контейнером слетать. Да включать все оставшиеся станции.
Select your destination.
Поехали к контейнерам.
Destination, container field. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Угу, вон 3 штуки. Я и забыл про них.
Liv, you were right. The inventory control system is out of sync.
Probably got knocked off cycle by one of those pulses. In order to resynchronize the inventory system, you'll have to quickly scan each of the 3 I.O. ports in the container field.
Hera, mark the location of each I.O. port on my HUD.
Once you scan the first I.O. port, you'll have roughly 70 seconds to scan the other 2. If you don't make it, the system will reset and you'll have to start again.
Отлично, 70 секунд, чтобы пролететь все эти 3 точки.
That's
Не
one.
так уж и
Clock is
сложно.
running. 70 seconds.
One more to go.
50 seconds remaining.
Тихо.
30 seconds remaining.
Отлично.
Success. Inventory control station synchronized.
That was impressive.
Конечно, это было круто.
That was much harder than I was expecting.
Well, nobody's perfect. Still, well done.
Отлично. Что у нас там дальше? Вон туда добраться. Нет, поехали-ка на транспорте. Я еще, по-моему, спутник связи здесь видел. Так, это не тот транспорт, это сломанный.
Select your destination.
Так, посмотрим, что
Destination,
со спутниками.
communications satellite D4. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Опять по пути был этот. На обратном пути поймаем.
I'm not reading a signal from ComSat D4.
Hera, run a diagnostic on satellite D4.
Scanning. Satellite offline. Solar panels are operational, but their current wattage is at 5% of their effective PTC rating.
Interference from the anomaly, I suspect. It should have a backup battery for these situations, though.
I'll open the maintenance hatch and take a look.
Вот эта вот дрянь, вон та, портит, блин, весь мой корабль. Так. И где тебя чинить? Написано лючок для обслуживания. О, еще один дрон. И еще один, нифига вас тут много. О, вот он люк.
The satellite's maintenance hatch. I should open it up and check its backup power supply.
Как тебе открыть? Ага.
Hatch open, checking the battery.
Батарейка села. Тихо. Не работает. Наверное, сканировать надо. Нет. Что, блин, тебе не нравится?
This battery's drained. I'll need to recharge or replace it on the Fury transport.
Тихо, тихо, тихо. Пускай заряжается. Сейчас мы тебя починим. Тихо, 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 тихо. Не улетай. Виси тут. Отлично.
Battery in place. Hera, status update.
Satellite D4 is still offline.
Strange.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
That would probably work, actually.
Usually does. You should be able to cycle the power at the emergency control panel, near the top of the array.
Наверху. Нет, что-то не тут. Может, какие подсказки есть? Подсказок нет. Вот она.
emergency control panel. I'll need to cut through before I can access it.
Satellite D4 online. Systems nominal.
Nice job. I'm getting a strong signal. It may actually help us get a better reading on the anomaly. Did you know that beforehand, Jack?
Of course, it only makes sense.
You can be quite the insufferable know-it-all sometimes. You know that?
Naturally.
Типа смайлика. Криповенько получилось. Так, это мы сделали. Отлично.
Select
Едем
your
дальше.
destination.
Так, поехали-ка на следующий
Destination.
спутник. Может, он тоже не
Communication
работает?
satellite F7. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Держусь, держусь. То если отпуститься, то останешься. Или еще что будет?
Comsat F7 is inactive as well.
Damn. Hera, give us a level 1 diagnostic on all components.
Scanning.
Let's see. Looks like one of the Comsat's solar panels took some structural damage. It may have lost a few solar cells. You'll have to replace them. There should be some spares stored on the side of the satellite.
Так, тебя отсканируем. Что-то, блин, трекинг съехал. Что тебе не нравится? О, все. Ага, поменять ячеечки.
Together, these cells form a panel that collects solar energy. If the cells are damaged or removed, the panel won't function properly.
Понятно. Осталось понять, как тебя отсюда взять. О. Немного багованное местечко.
That's one. Hera, status report.
Cell installation successful. 0 errors detected.
Acknowledged.
Отлично.
Proceeding to next panel.
Тихо, тихо, тихо. Ну-ка, стоять тут. Не хватало тебя еще потерять.
Cell in place. One more to go.
Отлично.
That's all of them. Hera, verify solar panel integrity.
Satellite F7 online. Solar panels optimal. Wattage stable.
Strong work. Combined with the signal we're getting from the other satellite, that
О,
should make
вон
our
еще
scan of
один
the
этот
anomaly go much
спрятанный.
smoother.
Что их заныкали? Может, еще есть? Я думаю, надо все-таки поймать по пути такие же спутники, попробовать хотя бы
Select
ачивку
your
выбить себе.
destination.
Так,
Destination. Communications satellite D4. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
вот он. Тихо. Попался.
This is Captain Olivia Rhodes. Personal log entry for... God, has it been 2 months already? Time flies when you're running an entire mining operation alone, I suppose. Well,
Теперь даже не знаю, куда
not
ближе.
completely alone. That's the catch, isn't it? This new Series 11 android they've assigned me, Echo 1, is like a second crew member. I'm not just talking about all the work he gets done either. It's the questions, I think. He's always asking them. Why do I do this? What does that phrase mean? On and on. And the way he'll stare at things sometimes, like he's trying to deconstruct them. It reminds me of... well... I caught him Jack the other day. Completely by accident. It just slipped out. Had to take a moment after that. It has to mean something though, doesn't it?
Select your destination. Destination. Kronos 2. Preparing for thruster ignition.
По-моему,
Please
по
hold
пути я
on.
тоже здесь видел. Нету? Действительно, походу, нету.
Select your destination. Destination. Depleted dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Jack, why are you at the depleted dig site? I appreciate the enthusiasm, but we're not ready to scan yet. We need to finish repairing the rest of the facility first.
Я понимаю, но тут тоже много чего интересного. По крайней мере, радиации нет. Уже лучше. А вот тебя и спалил. Так, где твои друзья?
Jack, this is kind of important. Get back here and help me survey the damage to the facility.
I'm scheduling these drills to be transferred to the primary dig site. Keeping them at the depleted site is a waste of resources.
Really? You're doing that right now?
Well, we need to do it sometime, Liv. I admit, I would have never considered using our geological sensor this way. It is highly unorthodox.
Well, unorthodox improvisations happen to be a speciality of mine. My father always liked to say, you've got to be prepared to be unprepared. Been hearing that phrase in my head all morning, let me tell you.
И что? Не работает. Ладно. Видимо, второго здесь нет.
Select your destination.
Jack, we need to fix the mining facility before we can fire up the sensor.
Destination, primary dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Approaching primary dig site.
Any sign of activity? The whole site's gone dark and we need the comms array there to boost the data buffer from our sensor sweep.
All systems appear offline. Emergency lighting only.
Damn. Well, clearly something went wrong here.
Leave it to me. I'll find the cause.
Sorry, Jack. I hate that I'm asking so much of you today.
Надо
I'll help you
зарядить
from here as best I
противорадиационный
can.
щит. Дальше
Anyway, better
можно
get
будет
to it. Let me know what you
лезть туда.
find.
Отлично.
Warning. Hazardous levels of radiation detected.
Right on cue.
I'll try to get the site's radiation dampener online.
Good idea. Make sure to check its backup power supply. It may have a dead battery. That's way too much radiation, Jack. We'll need to activate the dampening field before you can safely investigate that area.
This radiation dampener will allow me to safely investigate the dig site, but I need to reactivate it first.
Не работает. Потому что вот
Shields
так.
at 50%.
Battery
Battery.
removed. It's definitely depleted.
Well, that explains that. Your Fury transport should have a spare you can replace it with.
Тихо, тихо, тихо.
The backup battery should be on the aft of the transport.
Блин, что-то я старую потерял, что ли? Ну ладно. Не критично. Вроде крепилось же тогда их.
Battery acquired. I should recharge my shields at the Fury's induction panel before I head back.
Точно, точно. Без щитов остаться. Да.
Shields at 95%.
Я понял.
Power restored. I should be able to turn the dampener on now.
Сейчас, надеюсь, включишься.
Dampener online. Geiger readings nominal.
Nice job. That should buy you some time. If the dampener goes down again, you can recharge the battery back at the Fury.
Так. Чего делаем дальше?
I've located the site's labor units. They're unresponsive.
Damn. Try giving them a
Погорели.
scan.
Сгорели на работе.
Maybe that'll tell us what went wrong.
Так и работай, блин, на раскопках, в шахтах. Загоришь и никому будешь не нужен.
Broad spectrum lattice displacement. These labor units have suffered catastrophic radiation damage.
And all without setting off a radiation alarm or abandoning the site. It must have been sudden. Can you get a scan of the generator core as well? That's the most likely culprit. Based on the radiation, I bet that generator has a damaged core. Look for a maintenance panel that you can cut open.
Окей.
Maintenance panel removed.
How's it look?
The main reactor appears to be intact, but the fuel rod is partially melted.
Damn it. Better jettison it then. It may be good to scan it first, though. The data could prove useful.
Severe thermal damage detected. Main fuel supply depleted.
Depleted? Helium fusion rods can last a century. How could it discharge that much energy so quickly without exploding? Better jettison it, Jack.
Окей, выкинуть так выкинуть.
Security brace disengaged.
Отлично.
Fuel rod jettisoned. Generator systems offline.
Radiation dissipating. That core seems to have been the only source.
Good work. Now just get the generator a new fuel rod and re-engage the locking mechanisms. There should be a spare in the site's core enclosure.
New core acquired. Returning to the generator.
New fuel element accepted. Please re-engage safety protocols. Control rods engaged. Fusion reaction initiated. Please initiate a manual reboot. Connection with primary dig site re-established.
Excellent. I pulled a few labor units out of mothballs to mount the antenna while you finish the repairs. You'll need to assemble them before you move on. A Fury transport should arrive with them shortly.
Ладно, починить так починить, не проблема. Что-то ты не очень новенький. И чего ты не собираешься? Это, наверное, другая рука, потому что... Вот.
The data from your scans is bizarre. This sort of erosion... How could it have happened instantaneously?
Could the radiation have corrupted the data?
Possibly. But that can't be the only factor. This anomaly
Многие у
isn't
вас
just a
тоже
mass of
перепутана
radiation.
история.
There's more to it than that. I'm certain now.
Labor unit online. Proceeding with primary assignment.
Нет, это была правильная, видимо, сторона. Отлично. Оп.
Labor unit online.
Labor units
Proceeding
online.
with primary
With them
assignment.
managing the data flow, you'll be free to operate the
Ой,
sensor once we're ready to
отсюда.
scan.
Are you sure they won't need assistance?
Positive. You can't do everything yourself when I'm gone, Jack. A good captain knows how to delegate.
Evidently.
I heard that. Jack, looks like everything's back up and running.
Affirmative.
Grab a Fury and head for the depleted dig site. I'll fill you in on the way. Oh, and Jack, if you have a moment, search the primary dig site for another labor unit. I'm getting a signal from one nearby and we could use the extra set of hands.
Найти еще одного. Сейчас посмотрим.
The drills at the primary dig site are functional. No signs of damage from the anomaly.
Good. Those don't yield as much helium as the blocks we send to the processing line, but losing them would still hurt our numbers.
Где-то с другой стороны, что ли? Или тут пещера есть? О, пещера есть.
My sensors are picking up a signal from deeper inside this cave.
Тут запчасти.
Something's damaged this labor unit. Perhaps I can repair it.
Что-то кто-то тебя разобрал, братан. Ничего. Запчастюри у тебя несложно крепится. Так. Отлично.
Liv, I found the labor unit. It has been dismembered, and it may have suffered internal damage as well.
Try to get its limbs reattached at least. We can perform a more thorough diagnostic later.
Давай, давай. Есть.
Repairs complete. Unit 38, are you operational?
Affirmative. I feel lovely. Just lovely. How are you?
You have definitely sustained internal damage.
Negative. This unit is operating at 10,000% efficiency. As you can see, the bridge is in excellent condition.
This is a cave.
Negative, negative, negative. This is the bridge. I recommend you schedule yourself for maintenance, Echo 1. You are being very negative.
Liv, I've found the missing labor unit near the primary dig site and, well, it's disoriented.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Is that Captain Rhodes? Are you speaking to Captain Rhodes? Please tell her that I am nearly finished clearing her browsing history, as requested.
Maybe you should just leave it alone for now.
That may be for the best.
Пещера-то идет дальше. Надо бы, думаю, слетать, посмотреть, что тут интересного может быть. радиации тут нет. Здесь ничего. Неужели просто так сделано? Видимо, да, просто так. Ага, так и знал, что спрячет. Подзарядиться.
Select your destination. Destination, depleted dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
En route to the depleted dig site.
Good. When you get there, you'll need to aim the sensor array at the anomaly. I'm heading out to rig up the transponder.
I thought we agreed that you'd stay on board the station.
Sorry, Jack. I need a direct line into the lathe systems to siphon the power supply.
Liv, the plasma lathes have already malfunctioned once. That's extremely dangerous.
Relax. I double-checked the failsafes and I've shut down the main relays. I'm following protocol to the letter. Mostly.
Confidence inspiring. I've reached the depleted dig site. Are you in position?
Just arrived. Go ahead and bring it online. I'll manage the power supply from here.
Affirmative. I'll activate the site's generator.
Right. Just make sure you've completed all your other tasks before you get started. This scan could take a while, and I'll need you there.
Отлично. Видимо, где-то еще есть, значит, я не все нашел. Что можно вон туда слетать, раз транспорт туда не хочет ходить. Тут, видимо, ничего интересного. Может быть, есть еще один такой дрон. Фигня рабочая. Ищем еще один.
Well, Athena, can they handle it?
According to my analysis, if a Series 10 android were upgraded to Dr. Patel's specifications, it could adopt a modified version of the Echo Project OS with a success rate of 83.6%.
Good enough. Alright, folks, there you have it. I want 50 of these upgraded Series 10s ready by the end of the week. They won't hit the metrics that we've been seeing from Echo 1, but he's been blowing away our Echo Arena prototypes by... repeat that figure, please, Athena.
Echo 1's cognitive performance rating has exceeded the top-performing Echo Arena android by 326%.
Right. The 10s don't need numbers like that to impress the USN. We just need to give them a taste. If they buy in on the 10s, then we've got them by the balls for the 11s. Let's get to work, people. Athena, end recording.
И, видимо, и это не все, значит, где-то что-то упустил.
I'll need to reboot the generator before we can proceed.
Наверняка здесь где-то второй такой есть. Я его не увидел. Тихо.
Dig site generator online. Core samples processing. All systems nominal.
This site's generator can only power a few systems at a time. I'll need to make sure its power junction is directed towards the sensor array.
Отлично. Тихо. Нет. Тоже нет.
Power rerouted. Liv, how are your energy readings?
So far, so good. Head to the sensor and bring it online.
Ага.
Sensor reached.
Look for the main control console. You should be able to activate the sensor from there.
Sensor powering on.
Confirmed. You'll need to rotate the dish so it faces the anomaly before we can get a clear reading.
Хорошо.
Jack, it's working. The signal's getting stronger. Keep going.
The array is now pointed at the epicenter of the anomaly.
Perfect. Give me a minute to process the data. What the... Jack, what happened? I lost my connection to the sensor.
Energy spike from the anomaly. I think it blew the fuse.
Shit. Those sensors are sealed before deployment. Okay, you'll need to cut through to access the fuse box.
Резать это всегда.
This has to be against protocol.
Well, Well, I find it's easier to get things done if you think of the field manual as guidelines, rather than regulations.
У,
The filament popped. We'll need a new one.
There should be plenty of spare fuses around. Look for a replacement.
Power level stabilizing.
Good. Let's get the sensor back online so we can finish the scan.
Sensors back online.
Connection established. Now we just need to realign the array.
Signal synchronized. Scanning inner horizon.
Liv, array is realigned. Can you confirm? Liv, do you copy?
I think it worked, Jack. I picked up something on the oscilloscope. I'm patching the audio through. Do you hear that? What the hell is this?
я думаю, что ничего хорошего в этом нет.
Ah!
Liv. Olivia.
Jack, I need you. Find a Fury transport and get back here now.
Что там за фигню натворила?
Select your destination.
Опять все станция, блин, красная.
Jack! Over here! Oh, thank God for you. It just switched on.
Captain Rhodes. Sitrep, please.
Застряла?
The automatic release
Oh,
protocols
God.
aren't working. I'm wedged between the trolley and the rail. Can you see a way to get me out?
Negative. It's trapped beneath the cowl.
The access cover. If you cut through the bolts, we can get a look inside. There! If you come
О,
Detected.
охренеть.
Proximity alert.
Jack?
The pulse knocked out my cutting tool.
Jack!
Rebooted.
Look! The anomaly is changing. What the hell? Jack, are you seeing this? Oh,
Охренеть.
shit!
Cutting tool back online.
Incoming,
Live.
Jack! Cut the... That's it! You got it!
Captain Rhodes.
Wait! Shit! Come on!
Охренеть. Все, приехали.
Liv. Liv, do you copy? Are you all right? Hera, locate Captain Rhodes. Nothing.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert. Proximity
Hera.
alert. Good morning, Echo One. It is encouraging to see you have finally recovered.
Hera,
Да,
what
мы
happened?
в
Where
глубокой
is
жопе.
Liv?
Station has suffered extensive structural damage from the debris field. My program was forced into hibernation mode shortly after Captain Rhodes' departure.
Departure? Where did she go?
Captain Rhodes did not specify a destination. However, the captain did prepare an emergency beacon. You will find it nearby.
Mayday,
Emergency
Mayday.
beacon.
Titan
Got it.
Command, if
I'll
you're
have a
out
look.
there, this is Captain Olivia Rhodes. Kronos 2 is lost. Say again, my station has been compromised. We were hit by a debris storm caused by the arrival of an unknown vessel in our sector. Damage is catastrophic. Honestly, it's a miracle I'm alive. I'd never have made it if Jack hadn't cut me free. But he won't reboot. He's gone. I can't stay here. Main power's offline, we've lost atmosphere. Radiation levels are climbing fast. I've no choice but to take my chances aboard the unknown vessel. It's a long shot, but if there's any hope I might be able to survive on
Вот
that
кто
ship,
решит все наши проблемы,
I have to try. Titan Command,
братан.
if you're receiving. Hell, if anyone's receiving. Come find me.
Hera, are there any Fury transports still operational?
Affirmative.
Reroute the nearest transport to the station airlock. I'm going to find Liv.
Отлично, найти так найти. Конечно, каюту можно проверить, но уверен, что ее тут нет. Так.
Hera, open the activation bay doors.
Echo 1, I am obligated to inform you that leaving the station is a violation of Atlas Protocol.
I don't care. Liv is in trouble. I'm going to help her. Now open the doors. Hera,
Давай,
can you
открывай
locate
уже.
Liv's transport?
Negative. Sensor network offline.
What if I were to repair one of the satellites?
Affirmative. A single sensor pulse from one of the satellites would likely be sufficient.
Then that is our first stop.
Опять чинить. Бэм. Магнитный, прикольно. Молоток. Молотки никогда не меняются. Однако у нас проблемы. Помнится, тут
Hera, I have
была
a visual on
станция.
Fury. Is it ready to launch?
Negative. Detecting hazardous levels of radiation. Fury controls are currently locked in accordance with Atlas protocols. Please activate the transport's radiation dampener before departure. Shields at 50%. Shields at 95%.
Dampening field activated.
Acknowledged. Long-range sensor satellite located. Plotting course.
All right, let's go find our captain.
Охренеть, какая штуковина.
Select your destination. Destination, sensor satellite A2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Да держусь. Что делать-то?
Hera, status report.
Repairs to satellite must be completed before long-range sensors can be restored.
Understood. Hera, what are these unusual growths covering the satellite?
Unknown. Recommend further investigation.
Agreed. Begin new log entry.
Acknowledged.
commencing a fibrous texture. It does not appear to damage my exoskeleton.
Echo 1. Advise you refrain from haphazardly touching the unidentified substance.
Well, too late now.
Scan data received. Stand by. Amino-organic compound. Intact peptide bond. Minimal cellular activity. Preliminary analysis. Dormant biopolymer. Origin unknown.
Doesn't seem dangerous. It does not appear to have survived the vacuum.
Advise using your reactive cutter to acquire a sample.
Ну, давай попробуем.
Strange. Hera, did you see that? The substance appears to have been provoked by my reactive cutter.
Acknowledged. Logging interaction.
Unfortunately, this means I won't be able to procure a sample.
Investigation complete. Logging all observations of the biomass under the heading Unknown Biological Threat.
Very well. Let's see if I can get this satellite operational. Curious. Labor units are designed to maintain limited functionality, even after suffering catastrophic damage. But this unit appears to have ceased all internal functions. It is beyond recovery.
Восстановить этот хлам, блин.
I'll need a power cell.
Опа, ой, тут чё? А ну тихо.
Battery locked in. Hera, the power is waking up the biomass.
Advise caution.
Now to switch the power controls to battery backup. This panel is sealed on deployment. I'll need to cut it open to access the power flow controls. That did it. The satellite is now fully operational. Hera, please begin a long-range sensor sweep looking for any Fury transports.
Acknowledged.
Что-то я уже не хочу эту дрянь
Echo
трогать.
1. Long-range scanners have located Captain Rhodes' Fury transport. Signal originates from within the unknown vessel.
Understood. Plot a course.
Acknowledged. Fury transport ready to depart.
Чё, поехали спасать?
Select your destination.
Здоровая штуковина.
Destination, Fury Transport FR-103. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Hera, take us along the starboard side of the vessel. Begin scanning the hull for distinguishing features or markings.
Acknowledged.
Да уж, от нашей хорошей станции ни хрена не осталось. А эту фигню только чуть-чуть потрепало.
Be advised. Reducing speed.
What is it?
Possible visual markings identified on hull.
Hold here. I'd like to get a closer look with the Fury's spotlight.
Надписи.
I can use the Fury's spotlight to get a clearer look at these markings. Hera, could this be some form of writing system?
Cross-referencing against all known written communication systems in the Atlas Interplanetary Database. No matches found.
Assemble a table for lexical analysis. We need to keep moving.
Acknowledged. Re-engaging thrusters on your input. Select your destination. Warning, obstruction ahead. Searching for alternate route.
Dead end. I can use the Fury spotlight to help Hera find a clear path. There. That passage looks clear. Hera, can you confirm?
Affirmative. Plotting new course. Plotted. Signal when ready to proceed. Select your destination.
Охренеть тут. Здоровый кораблик.
Proximity alert. Brace for collision.
Не хотел бы я оказаться в таком, месте. Уж больно пусто и масштабно это все выглядит. Даже вон лучше того фонаря, еле-еле.
Hera, give me an analysis of this vessel's design, layout, construction, anything that might help to determine its origin.
Affirmative. Stand by. The vessel's overall configuration is unfamiliar to Atlas databanks. However, certain elements of the internal design would suggest...
Hera, do you copy? The ship must be interfering with our comms. Liv's signal is coming from somewhere in the vicinity. I should investigate the area.
Ага, а дальше-то радиация.
The vessel is highly irradiated. Liv's transport must have had a radiation dampener. I may be able to reactivate it. That should protect me from the radiation. Liv must have used this to find a way inside.
Есть. Маячок. Отлично.
To anyone receiving this
An
message.
emergency beacon.
This is
I should scan it to see if Liv left a message.
I'm alive. At least for the time being. Kronos 2's ability to sustain life has been
Что-то у
compromised.
тебя не поворачивается фонарь.
Well, I've been left with little choice but to seek refuge aboard this unknown vessel. If you're receiving this Titan command, please send help as soon as you can. The area is heavily irradiated and... shit. I can't stay here. Maybe I can get inside. Right, Captain Rhodes signing out.
An airlock, but it appears to be offline. Unknown alloy. Very strong metallic bonds. Clearly this vessel is made of highly advanced materials. For all the good it did it. This could be some sort of control panel, but it has no obvious means of engagement. It may not be receiving power.
Видимо, туда нужно ставить какую-то круглую хреновину. Что у нас выше? Непонятно.
With the amount of biomass in the area, it seems likely that this vessel is the source. The hull here is compromised. I may be able to cut my way in.
Джедайские штучки, блин. А здесь что тогда? Нет, здесь, видимо, ничего. Тихо. Не хочу эту дрянь трогать.
This airlock is damaged beyond repair. I'll need to find another way in.
Что за фигня такая? Торпеда. Все-таки надо здесь заходить. Отлично.
This looks like some kind of maintenance conduit. I may be able to restore power to this section of the ship from here.
Выглядит как батарейка.
Electrical charge detected. This power cell is operational. This looks like an auxiliary power supply, but the biomass has rendered it inoperable.
Видимо, где-то есть еще батарейки. И ничего не произошло. Может, надо втыкать куда-то в другое место? Ага. Не то.
Power cell installed. Now to replace the rest. Looks like the airlock is powering on. If it's functional, that's my way inside.
Отлично. Посмотрим, что нам это дало. Так. Ага.
If Liv came this way, she may still be in range of my personal communicator. Liv, do you copy? Olivia, are you there? Still
Интуитивненько.
jammed. No choice but to follow her trail for now. The cabin is pressurized, but the air is reading unbreathable. Could it be the biomass? This is similar to the emergency junctions on the Kronos. I may be able to redirect the power flow, but I'll need to cut this cover off first.
Хм.
It looks like I can access the ship's infrastructure from here. Those spores could be what's contaminating the air supply.
Ах ты ж. Проблемы.
Contact with the biomass. I should avoid active material.
Надо было догадаться. Что за нафиг? Отличное описание. Понятнее не стало, что это за хрень.
I'm detecting a charge from this device that's similar to the Kronos 2 induction panels. Perhaps I can use it to recharge. I'm able to draw power from this. I can use it to replenish my radiation shield if necessary.
Отлично.
This device is holding an electric charge and is linked to nearby equipment, probably a capacitor of some kind. It must be what's powering the induction panel. A large compartment, roughly humanoid in shape. This could be a staging area of some sort.
Тут никого.
These controls may be connected to the pods along the wall.
Угу. Аналогично, понятнее не стало. Все пустые. И там ни хрена нет. Тихо. Выглядит как карта.
The data displayed here does not match any code or language listed in my database.
Явно неинтересно.
The spore detonated on contact with my cutter. Maybe I can clear some of the contamination. The door is blocked by the biomass. I'll need to find another way around.
Ух, нифига их тут много.
The ventilation hatch is open. I can use it to move deeper into the ship.
Чем-то лазер из Dead Space напоминает. Думаю, эти штуковины трогать тоже не стоит. По-любому где-то еще. Ага. Вот ты где прячешься. Ну все.
These spores detonate on contact. They would
Офигеть.
deplete my radiation shield in short order if I don't avoid them. Widespread biocontamination. I should be careful.
Как они реагируют на мой ускоритель. Тихо. The biomass over there went dormant when the power failed. It seems to be tied directly to the vessel's power grid. This bulkhead is sealed. Maybe I can cut through to reach the locking mechanism. Locking mechanism released. Now to pry the door open. Охренеть. Как их тут много, блин. Что-то странно, некоторые как-то быстро режутся, некоторые прямо. Ладно, что-то я уже не очень хочу сюда лезть. Не режется, ну ладно. Что интересное есть. Ни хрена тут интересного нет. О, блин, не то нажал. Вместо тормоза ускорения, блин. Да. Ё-моё. Надо аккуратно все это, блин, делать. Красавчик, блин. Да, здесь будет посложнее. Тихо.
Something's pierced the hull.
Тихо, тихо, тихо.
I can re-enter the main cabin from here.
Да, дамажат они неплохо. Ага, с 2 рук нельзя по-македонски. А я-то надеялся. Сразу туда.
Curious, these warheads don't match anything in my database.
Да, оружие тут до хрена.
What is that? Strange.
Тут, однако, радиация.
This area is highly irradiated. My scanner might help me find a safe path across. High-velocity magnetic rail. The impact from a weapon like this would be immense. One of the doors here must still have power. Electrical relay armature. The weapon's loading mechanism.
Ощущение, что этот корабль с кем-то, блин, воевал. Просто так же не будет боеголовка, блин, в стволе. Отлично. Есть начало. Так. По-любому должна быть вторая дверь. А если посмотреть повыше? Здесь может что-то есть. Похоже тоже на дверь. Хорошо, продолжаем искать дальше. Да, конечно, неаккуратное обращение с оружием, ну да ладно. Очень интересно. Блин, и в какую же сторону идти? О, фракта, здорово. Отлично у меня дела. Короче, вот эта аномалия, которую ты видел в самом начале, да, появившаяся, она вывалила из себя вот такой вот корабль. И у меня вот эта женщина, капитан нашего корабля, пошла проверить, что это типа за фигня, почему от него такой электромагнитный импульс сильный, а меня вырубило. Я вот очухался и только-только, собственно, в него вошел. Пытаюсь разобраться, куда идти дальше, чтобы не сдохнуть. И корабль явно был в бою, потому что у него вон тут какая-то биомасса непонятная, причем она вылезла из каких-то других торпед. Потому что у этого вот такие торпеды. Нафиг, не буду это трогать. Да, блин, да, наверное. Я пытаюсь понять, куда тут лететь надо. Такими темпами можно и сдохнуть. Эти штуковины, блин, мой щит антирадиационный удерживает. Так. Это похоже на дверь. О, отлично. Хорошо спрятали.
Radiation levels fallen. The warheads here must be unarmed.
Хорошо. Нафиг, закроемся оттуда. общем, ищем дальше. Эти вот споры, блин, летают. Трогать их нельзя. И вообще тут лучше лишнего ничего не трогать. Какая-то фигня появляется непонятная. Не нужно, чтобы за мной эти штуковины летали. В общем, тихо, пробираемся потихоньку. Извиняюсь за неожиданные повороты камеры. Мне нужно как-то ориентироваться еще и в моей комнате. Вот это не самый удобный процесс, когда ты вроде как в космосе. По факту еще надо не натыкаться ни на что. Вообще надеюсь, что меня нормально слышно. Сейчас минутку на паузу поставлю. Отлично. К сожалению, вот, если вы видите эти линии красные, которые у меня тут, без них никуда. Очередной переключатель. Что включает, неясно. Опять какую-то карту непонятную. Ладно, оставим пока так. О, охренеть. Охренеть, блин.
This appears to be releasing spores into the air supply. A bioweapon, perhaps.
Да, уже дрянь неприятная. Отлично, блин, и как туда попасть? Так. Дезинфекция, да. Только тут, блин, На целый отряд таких, как я. А вот самое главное, не трогать эту дрянь, когда она вот так активна. Потому что ничего хорошего из этого не происходит. Так. Очередная дверь. Обожаю вот эту вот методику скрывания всего вот этого тут. Очень интерактивно. Раз. Так, два.
That was repulsive. The cysts appear to react to external energy sources, just like the biomass. Only the reaction is much more custom. I'll need to steer clear of that.
Охренеть, блин. Постреляю немного сейчас по ним, чтобы простить себе жизнь. Некоторые почему-то режутся или долго, или, блин, вообще не режутся. Тихо. Так. Ага. Не нравишься ты мне. По-любому я уверен, что она взорвется, как только я прилечу. Так. Не взорвалась. Вот эти вот торпеды, которые выпускают эту дрянь. Взорвалась. Капец. Как этот... Пинбол Windows, блин. Так, я надеюсь, это нужный тоннель, потому что там был еще второй путь. Аварийный маяк нашел.
This is Captain Olivia Rhodes. I'm leaving this beacon for the record. On the off chance someone finds this. So far, I've found no sign of life here. Aside from the biological contaminant that's rendered the air unbreathable. That includes both human life and aliens. Oh, I can't believe I'm even saying that. But the technology on board doesn't match anything used by Atlas or the USN, so I have to consider the possibility. Though whoever's ship this is, they're long gone.
Отлично. И что нам дальше, блин, со всем этим делать? Попробовать переключить здесь питание. Посмотреть, что будет. Хотя по виду третья линия никуда не идет. А это тупо на экран. Ладно. Надо проверять второй проход. Который там был. Здорово. Какой чужой? Чужого здесь нет. Чужой здесь я. Вот. Я чужой, блин. Блин. Сюда штуки долетели. Тихо. А тут вокруг меня, блин, энное количество хрупких поверхностей. Да, трогать биомассу все-таки не стоит. Все, больше нет. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Тихо, блин. Хрень, блин, взорвалась, охренеть. Так, это что за фигня? Тоже можно открыть, посмотреть. Почувствуй себя над домушником, называется. Можно подзарядиться. Так. Охренеть.
What have we here? Echo Unit prototype android. Obsolete design. Designation Jack. How interesting.
Нет, никакого эффекта на голос не стоит. Сколько я помню, только фильтр, чтобы шумы убирать и все.
Don't be alarmed by my intrusion. I'm called Apollo. I mean you no harm. In fact, I need your help.
My captain is missing in action. I can't help you.
On the contrary, some of my primary systems are damaged. I require a physical entity to fix them. Which is why you are such an auspicious find. I would propose a bargain. You help me repair my cortex, and I'll help you find who you're looking for.
You've already invaded my core systems. Why should I trust you?
The nature of the repairs will require you to access my essential systems.
a significant risk on my part. Consider it a trust-building exercise. I understand what I'm asking is difficult, but neither of us has the time for careful considerations. I suggest you decide quickly. You know where to find me.
Where do I start?
My heat sinks are depleted. They must be refilled from the coolant reservoir. You can access the heat sinks from the maintenance consoles.
Отлично. Как всегда, принеси, подай.
Raising heat sinks.
The neighboring controls actuate the coolant valve. Use it to refill both heat sinks.
Ага, ясно. Ух ты ж, блин.
Good. The process is working. Coolant transfer in progress.
Можно, но для этого нужно ставить софт, я как-то сейчас не готов. Честно говоря.
Transfer complete.
Now, return the heat sinks to their enclosures. I've been operating at diminished capacity since we came under fire. You have no idea how good that feels.
What did happen here?
We were attacked by an enemy cruiser. They deployed some sort of biological agent I haven't previously encountered. The resulting damage was catastrophic. The power surge damaged part of my neural processing net. You'll need to enter my cortex below and repair the damaged cores.
Who attacked you?
Tactical data on the conflict is restricted. I'm unable to share that information. Parts of my cortex have experienced damage. I will attempt to identify the malfunctioning cores.
This looks like an electronic interface.
You can use your scanner to upload to the rewrite terminal.
Так.
Damaged core acquired.
I can repair the logic circuits using the rewrite terminals on the center column. Bring the core there.
Logic core in place.
Scan the I/O port to transmit the necessary data.
Upload complete.
Rewriting logic core protocols. Firmware instructions reset. Please seat the core back into my cortex.
Не выглядит оно очень
Logic core
целым.
repairs completed.
Establishing new connection. Keep going.
What sort of ship is this? I have no record of a spacecraft so heavily armed.
I'm sorry, Jack. The Astrea's tactical specifications are restricted.
Patching neural net.
Uplink successful. Restoring logic connections. There are more damaged cores. We'll need to replace them all before I can bring my systems back online.
What function do you serve aboard the Astrea?
I am in charge of tactical advisory, targeting, and fire control systems. I am also in charge of managing emergency situations.
Видимо, где-то есть еще сломанные. Ага. Тихо. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Блин. Меню не входило в мои планы.
We need to repair all my damaged logic cores before I can bring my systems back online.
Я понимаю.
Core linkages restored. Half of my cortex is back within established parameters.
Your ship arrived at great speed. How do you maneuver a vessel of this size?
The Estrella utilizes a Category 3 Casimir faster-than-light propulsion system powered by spatial dilation. The size of the craft is irrelevant.
Faster-than-light travel is currently impossible.
On the contrary, a vessel of this size would be impractical without FTL propulsion.
Так, видимо, еще что-то есть. А, вон еще валяется. Охренеть, не заметил.
Nearly there. The final core should bring all my systems back online.
Tell me about your ship's origins.
I'm unable to share relevant military data with a civilian model.
Так, блин, недолго в проводе, блин, запутаться. Опа. Где еще, блин, пустые места?
Excellent work. All logic faults have been resolved. Thank you, Jack. I admit, I had my doubts that a prospecting model could perform such a procedure. Return to the main terminal above. You should be able to fully restore my systems.
Core functions online. Testing neural network connections. All systems optimal. Now, to locate my crew.
Да, блин.
That wasn't our arrangement, Apollo. You're supposed to help me find Liv.
You misunderstand me, Jack. To locate your friend, I'll need to connect to the ship's diagnostic systems. That will require an officer's command codes. Your goals and my goals align. I've restored power to the exit. In emergency situations, all essential personnel are evacuated to a command bunker. We should seek them there.
Вот так всегда. Манипулирует. Ненавижу искусственный интеллект во всяких таких фантастиках. Тихо. Шкафы мешают.
Do you have any intel on the biological infestation?
Tactical data is limited at this time. Based on my preliminary analysis, a weaponized superorganism, polymer-based synthetic, capable of consuming all carbon-based chemical structures. Physical contact with active material is not advised.
Не хочется что-то не в такую хрень лезть. Тихо, блин. Блин. Их много, блин, ё-моё. Реально много. Еще трекинг немножко из-за солнца уползает, бывает. Коридорчик, блин. Тихо. Могу в следующий раз попробовать поиграть с голосом.
You're nearly there. The crew quarters are in this wing, just beyond the main control room.
О, зарядиться точно не помешает. Да. Сейчас, наверное, все-таки привык, сделаю сетку поменьше. Так. Вот, отлично. Наверное. Сойдет.
This is the TACCOM station. We can scan the ship from the terminal here once we've awakened the crew. The cryo chamber should be nearby.
Не очень все это целым выглядит. Нет, это явно не в моих планах. Откройся обратно. Это не работает. Может, тут что есть? Хм.
This is it, Jack. We have arrived at the cryo chamber. Some of the pods are still operational. To revive the crew, we'll need to restore the power grid.
How can I reach the power systems?
The emergency generator is beneath us. Look around for a utility hatch.
Люк так люк. Блин, вот трекинг не любит стеклянные поверхности, ёкарный бабай. Ни в кого, а с чем? С голосом поиграть. У меня к наушникам есть драйвера, и там вроде как можно менять. Всякие фильтра ставить. Что-то не пользуюсь этим никогда. Побаловаться можно. Так. Отлично. Ну, забрался. И что дальше? А, вот проход. А если пошарой?
The contamination is increasing in density.
The biomass feeds on power currents. Reactivating the ship's systems may make navigation more treacherous. We should proceed with caution.
Херовая штука. Сейчас как питание дадим. Так эта дрянь тут везде и включится.
That's the generator up ahead. The fusion reaction is completely inert. We'll need to execute a jump start.
How do I reboot the system?
We'll need 3 power cells to complete the procedure.
I'll collect what we need. This power cell is drained. We'll need to find a way to recharge this before returning to the generator.
Ладно, поищем, где тебя заправить. Вот и заправка. А в ту сторону что включается? Ай-яй-яй, задел.
The slightest contact with the biomass can result in hardware failure. Use caution. It's working. The power cell is accepting the charge. Positive contact. The power cell is in place and ready to fire.
I'll look for additional cells.
Ага, вот еще одна. Так, нужна еще одна. Сюда я пришел. Сейчас посмотрим за дверью тогда. Что это он мне показывает? А. Потихонечку, потихонечку, не торопясь. И где эта дрянь? Ага.
Another unpowered cell.
We'll need to recharge this one as well.
Отлично.
Injecting fusion material. You can now use the console to bring the generator back online. Be prepared to move quickly. Radiation levels will climb rapidly once the reaction begins.
Ай, блин.
Radiation levels climbing.
Quickly,
Эти штуки
we should
включились.
return to the cryo chamber. We may be able to revive the crew.
Ничего ты не работаешь? Хм. Может, я забыл что-то еще включить? Тихо. Здесь ничего. Очень интересно. А этот работает. Видимо, они как-то связаны между собой.
The generator is offline, but appears intact.
We can restart the fusion reaction
О,
using standard power cells. You should see
включился.
what you can scavenge from the surrounding area.
Что-то с радиацией здесь грустно. В какую сторону было включать, блин? Сейчас сдохну уже. Ну прямо. Чего? Нет? Нет.
I'd advise
Не
against
угадал.
prolonged radiation exposure.
Thanks for the advice.
Да, радиация растет. Ясно. Чего теперь обратно, что ли, выбираться?
Clearing radiation zone.
Excellent work. Now, we must revive the crew. The hibernation controls at the center of the room can release the security protocols and begin decompression.
Accessing cryogenic systems.
Once the security protocols are released, you should be able to decompress each pod by hand.
Ладно, посмотрим, что у вас тут с экипажем стало. Вангую, что никто не выжил.
No sinus rhythm. Negative respiration.
E.T. Miller. Unfortunate. Sensor expertise would have been invaluable.
Apollo, these are Atlas personnel. My captain and I are members of the Atlas Initiative.
Captain Olivia Rhodes, Prospecting Division. Disappeared 400 years ago in 2126. A very impressive file.
Disappeared.
I am sorry, Jack, but the Echo model has been obsolete for centuries. It is overwhelmingly likely your commander is dead and that you are malfunctioning. Gunnery Chief Giles, very resilient. A discouraging loss.
Упс, столы, блин.
Ensign Leitner, fire controlman. 23 years old. Barely old enough to hold a commission.
Да, не повезло вам.
Looks like a senior officer.
Lieutenant Commander McClintock, head of tactical ops.
Apollo, if the biomass compromised this cryo chamber, it is unlikely any other...
I have a duty to this ship and her crew. I must be sure. If we collect the commander's biometric data, we can use the TACCOM station to scan the rest of the ship for survivors, including your captain. Open the pod and find the I.O. port on her spacesuit.
Data collection complete.
Processing. Access code acquired. I should be able to access the diagnostic systems. Now, please, return to the TACCOM station and link me to the main terminal.
Остальные, видимо, пустые. А нет.
Help me upload to the main terminal here. Once I've brought the diagnostic systems online, it should only take a moment to scan for survivors.
Да чтоб ты, блин.
Mainframe access achieved. Initiating scan. Please stand by.
Это твоя копия.
No. There has to be more.
Apollo, what's happening?
There's no one left. I have failed.
Apollo! Apollo! The safety of the Atlas Corporation is your responsibility. Liv is your responsibility. Apollo, please, don't let me fail my mission.
Emergency. Urgent distress call follows. Kronos 2 station compromised. Life support failure. All hands have abandoned ship.
Your station? It shouldn't exist. Kronos 2 was destroyed by a cosmic event.
Liv is alive, Apollo. This is 2126. You were that cosmic event. You can still help me save an officer of the Atlas Initiative.
Accessing security logs. Please stand by. I have detected an electrical disturbance in main life support. It appears someone is trying to access environmental control.
Liv, she's alive. How do I get there?
I'm opening a channel to your station's adjutant. I believe I can commandeer one of your Fury transports. You should be able to reach it through the airlock in this room.
Похож на этого, на искусственный интеллект из Интерстеллара. Роботы, которые так двигались прикольно. Этот корабль выглядит гораздо более привычно.
Select your destination. Destination: USN Astraea, Central Life Support. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Зацените, какой корабль здоровый. Прям построить такую махину надо постараться. Опять оружейный отсек.
Arriving at destination.
The exit door is at the rear of the cannon.
Shields at 95%.
Где эта дверь? Ага, вот она. Смешно. Бахнет? Я думаю, обязательно бахнет. Чего? А вот и не бахнула. Ай, блин, она была открыта.
We are closing in on your captain. The air duct here should connect to environmental control.
Оп, кому-то не повезло.
Shields at 50%.
Фризит, блин. Ой-ой-ой. Вот жопа. Я спрячусь. Ну вас нахрен. Да, наваляла по моему счету.
Shields at 30%.
Ё-моё. Вот что мне нужно.
Shields at 95%.
Service access located.
This air duct leads directly to main life support. Not far now.
Well, that's worse. Oh, what have I broken?
Отлично.
Jack! Jack, you're here. You're really
Здорово.
here.
Are you injured?
Oh, nothing permanent. I guess I have you to thank for that. But I'm down to my last tank. And it's running low on air. What's going on? This ship? There are people on here. They're wearing Atlas uniforms.
I think the ship is ours. Just not from now.
What? Thanks, that really clears things up. How the hell did you find me?
I, interfaced with the ship's computer.
Your systems are compatible with this technology.
In a manner of speaking.
Jack, I think I can interface with the computer here.
I may be able to show you.
Jack, be careful with that. We don't know what anything in here does.
I'm familiar with this design.
What are you doing?
Connecting to the main computer. Maybe it can help us.
I tried getting it online. I think it's trashed.
Systems compatible. Rebooting diagnostic protocols.
What the hell?
Identity verified. Captain Olivia Rhodes. Updating personnel files.
Jack, what's going on? Who? What is that?
This is Apollo, an AI construct I encountered on the ship. We've been traveling together.
In accordance with succession protocols, this ship, such that it is, belongs to you.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Seriously, Jack. What the hell is that thing?
Apollo, state your function.
To preserve the integrity of the ship and ensure the safety of all Atlas personnel on board.
Done a fine job there.
Your characterization of my failure is apt. You are the only Atlas crew member I am still capable of serving.
All right, Apollo. Tell me how to get life support back online.
Emergency systems are unable to cope with damage on this scale. To restore life support, we'll need to activate the main reactor.
Jack, can we trust this thing?
Apollo has had ample opportunity to betray or abandon me. His desire to help us appears to be sincere.
I suppose that's a start. Apollo, can you restart the reactor from here?
Negative. The failure is mechanical. Someone will need to enter the core. I suggest a division of labor. I'll talk you through the repairs here while Jack brings main power back online. His radiation shield should offer adequate protection.
I don't suppose there's another option.
Many, but their odds of success are bleak.
Will you be all right here on your own?
I can't say I'm too keen on sending you into the heart of a malfunctioning fusion reactor the moment I got you back, but... it doesn't really look like we have a choice, does it?
One of the access vents leads to a main artery of the electrical grid. If you follow the conduit there, it should lead you to the reactor. Captain Rhodes, there is a utility hatch behind you. Inside you will find the main power distribution block.
Acknowledged. On it. All right, Jack. I'll see you on the other side.
Ну, не хочешь говорить, как хочешь.
We need to complete those repairs, Jack. Head for the reactor.
The power supply here is unsalvageable.
I'll splice a line in from the main power relay.
The current is incompatible. You could overload the lighting array.
Easily solved. We just need to improvise a transformer coil. All right, Apollo, you're the tactical AI. Is there an explanation for all the guns?
The Estrella was constructed as a ship of the line assigned to security detail on Ceres.
Ship of the line. The solar system's been united since colonization began.
There is no simple explanation for someone from the colonial age.
The colonial age? this thing built?
The Estrella was christened on October the 26th, 2570.
400 years?
Так, что-то не похоже, что здесь можно пролететь. Хм.
So, if you're from the future, what happens to us?
That information is of no strategic relevance.
Oh, come on. I am the captain. Do I have to pull rank?
Official records indicate Kronos 2 was destroyed by an unexplained spatial phenomenon. Olivia Rhodes was designated missing in action. There is no mention of Jack.
That's not exactly encouraging.
Apologies. I am programmed for fire control and tactical models. I do not excel at giving bad news.
No kidding.
If it is any consolation, there is no mention of my arrival in your time stream, so accounts of the incident are at best incomplete. If I believed our plight to be hopeless, I would classify this operation as salvage, not rescue.
That does make me feel a bit
Кому-то не
better,
повезло.
actually. I think.
The contamination here is significant.
The added energy of the ship's electrical systems appears to stimulate the biomass.
So it's feeding on the systems we're about to reactivate. Great.
I didn't say it was a perfect plan.
What class of reactor is this? Fusion, I assume?
Yes, but not the kind you would be familiar with. It is catalyzed by antimatter.
Antimatter? You're asking Jack to handle antimatter?
Oh, not directly. He'll just be pointing high-intensity plasma beams at it. It's very safe. You can handle that, can't you, Jack?
Certainly. If today has proven anything, it is my core system's ability to adapt.
Can't argue with that. It's been one hell of a day.
Ладно, я
I've
думаю,
reached
надо
the
на
control
сегодня
room.
закругляться.
Excellent. Once you enter the main chamber, assess the status of the satellite generators. They power the magnetic containment field.
Is that how you stabilize the antimatter?
Affirmative.
В общем, всем большое спасибо за просмотр. Я думаю, мы сможем попробовать продолжить эту среду, если было интересно. Тут примерно половину игры мы сейчас уже прошли на этот момент. Ну и, я так понимаю, в этом году должна выйти вторая часть. В общем, давайте. Всем счастливо. Спасибо за то, что смотрели. Увидимся через несколько дней.